So in section 6.5, we talk about factoring special binomials. The first of those that we're going to concern ourselves with is what's called the difference of two squares. Now take a look at this binomial, and it's the difference of two numbers. Notice that both a squared and 16 are perfect squares. A squared equals a times a, and 16 equals 4 times 4. To factor this, we form the factor in the following way. We take the first term and take its square root. Add the square root of the second term. Multiply that by square root of that term minus the square root of the second term. It looks kind of complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. Square root of a squared is just a. Square root of 16 is just 4. Again, a minus 4. See how that worked out? So it's the square root of the first term plus the square root of the second term, and then square root of the first term minus the square root of the second term. Okay, you could verify that with FOIL if you want to, that they all work out. And by the way, if all else fails and you don't remember exactly what to do here, okay, we could use the fact that a squared minus 16 actually equals a squared minus 0 times a minus 16. Okay, and we know that since there's a 1 in front of the a there, we know that that's going to eventually get into a form a plus some number and a plus another number, a couple of binomials. We could multiply these two numbers together just as we did before. We got to get negative 16. We add them together and we're going to get 0. Well, let's see. N times m equals negative 16. N plus m equals 0. Well, this simply means that the signs are opposite. This simply means that when you combine two numbers together with the opposite signs, they're 0. Well, they have to be the same number. One's positive, one's negative. We'd quickly find in our table that 4 and negative 4 work. And so we'd plug in the 4 and the negative 4 up here, and we'd get a plus 4, and a plus a negative 4 to get a minus 4. And look, that's exactly what we came up with. So the idea, if you have the special binomial to factor, and this binomial is the difference of two squares, well, try to remember that it's plus and minus. But if you can't, you can always go back to the original version.